a complaint against evaluation of real property.
Wait a minute. We're not live yet.
Oh, okay.
We're live. Now we're live.
All right, we get to start over. Today's June 17th, 2021, and we're here this morning on a complaint against evaluation of real property. Conesville Industrial Park LLC, AEP Generation Resources, Inc., and Ohio Power Company. Before we get started, I would like to do a few procedural things. My name's Dane Shryock. I'm a member of the Board of County Commissioners and a member of the Board of Revision. Present also is our county treasurer, Jeanette Doniker, and our county recorder, Christine Sykes. With that being said, the procedural on this will be, we'll go ahead and go to the complainant. After the complainant, we'll go to the counter complaint, which is represented here by Jackie. Everybody can see her on the phone there. And then we'll go to the board members for any questions and comments and further procedures. Does anybody have any questions or comments before we get started?
None.
Hearing none, we will go straight to the complaint. Sir, you're on.
Thank you. Good morning. May it please the board. My name is John Brolier. My client's the property owner, Conesville Industrial Park. We filed a valuation complaint. I'm sure the subject property is very familiar to everyone on the call. My client, Conesville Industrial Park, acquired the property round about this time last year. We attached to our complaint deeds and conveyance fee statements evidencing that transfer. And in our complaint, we've got a detailed narrative that kind of spells out the allocation that we're trying to achieve. Long story short, what we're trying to achieve is for the acreage that Conesville Industrial Park acquired to have the value set at their purchase price and to leave undisturbed what we call the remainder, the portions that AEP and Ohio Power held on to. Round numbers, that's about a third of the overall Conesville plant. And then Conesville Industrial Park acquired round numbers, about 2/3 of it. All the acreages are specified, and I know having our paralegal is sitting here with me. She spent a lot of time on the phone with the auditor to square away that allocation between the remainder and then the allocation of the purchase price for what Conesville Industrial Park acquired. That's really the sum and substance of our request. It's based on a recent transfer of property. A presumption attaches when we presented the deeds and conveyance fee statements that this was an arm's length sale. The parties are unrelated. Conesville's out of the property owners based in Buffalo, New York, and they acquire these kinds of properties all over the country. They clean them up and then will work with local folks to redevelopment. In this case, I think that there's some talk or possibility of perhaps some solar development. Nothing is certain yet as far as I know. But in any case, it's a recent transfer of real estate between unrelated parties, and the board should presume that that purchase price reflects the property's true value. I guess I'd parenthetically remark that with the degree of contamination that is associated with this kind of a property, the business reality may be that the value is zero or negative because of all the cleanup that will be required. But setting that aside, we think that the best evidence of value is the publicly recorded purchase price. I'd be happy to respond to any questions or, otherwise entertain questions from the schools or from members of the board, but that's really the sum and substance. It's a huge, complicated property, but the legal proposition is a rather simple one.
Thank you for your presentation, sir. At this point, we will go with Jackie. Do you have any questions in regards to the counter complaint on this?
Yes, if I may. Hi, John. I know you and I discussed this a little bit a couple months back, so I just want to confirm a few things. The property is not currently listed for sale, correct? As well as,
Yeah, that's right. I don't think that they would be doing that until it's
remediated,
further cleaned up. Yeah.
Okay. And then, was the property listed on the open market, as far as you know? Were there realtors involved?
I think that given the complexity of this, I don't know that you just put out like a Remax sign next to the street and try and get people. So candidly, I'm not sure how the parent company of Conesville Industrial Park is. They're called Frontier Industrial Services. They're out of Buffalo, New York. They're they participated in the 3 Mile Island cleanup and everything since. So I'm not sure how they got wind of the property. I know that they're unrelated to AEP. There's back and forth negotiation, but I'm not sure if there was a sign or some third party broker. I don't know.
And then, do you know what sort of cleanup funding that Conesville has received or acquired for the cleanup?
In round numbers, it is in the tens of millions of dollars.
And do you know if there's a time frame in place as far as expectations of that cleanup?
I think it's going to be a few years, but I think to some extent, some of this is you don't really know until you get into it.
Right. Okay. And I'm assuming there's been some sort of phase 1 and phase 2 environmental to date, at least.
Yeah, I'm sure it's even more involved than just phase 1s and phase 2s.
Right. Okay. I don't think I have any other questions. Thank you.
I will open this up for further discussion from any board member that wishes to come on. We'll start with Jeanette. Do you have any questions at this time?
I do not at this time.
The county auditor, Christine Sykes.
Jackie asked 2 of my 3 questions, so I've got those answered. The only other question I had, you mentioned, John, that Remax was the agent that was.
No, I think I was being glib. What I meant was it wasn't like selling a house or something where you just put out a Remax sign.
I'm sorry.
No, I beg your pardon.
So you don't know for sure if it was listed on the market or how long it was listed?
No, I can inquire and either send a letter or something and follow up if that's if that would be helpful to the board. I'm just not sure how the Frontier folks got wind of the opportunity.
Okay. Those are the only questions I have.
Anybody have anything further in regards to this complaint before? Hearing none. At this point, we appreciate everyone's input and opportunity to provide testimony in support of their complaint or counter complaint. And does this board wish to have any further discussion or move forward on this complaint?
I do want to clarify on page 3 of the complaint under additional data, acreage, and valuation information regarding subject property and remainder. Nice long title there. There were 4 different parcels listed with various values and acreage and things. And I just want to make sure the board is aware that there was part of the first parcel that ends in 81200, and some of the 3 parcels below that were all split and combined into one parcel, which is 010-0000806-00 for a total acreage of 2,518.303 acres. And that is the only parcel that I currently have on file for tax year 2020 tax bills and going forward until something else changes. From the evidence and the testimony that was given today, I am convinced that this is an arm's length transaction. Other board members, do you agree with that?
Is that in the form of a motion?
If you don't have any, well, do I have to do a motion before we discuss it, don't I?
You do.
My motion is that we change the value for tax year 2020 on the parcel that begins in 010 and ends in 80600 to the purchase price of $6,475,000.
That's a motion. Do I have a second?
I second that. I believe that is an arm's length transaction.
Any further discussion?
Can I just be clear that we're not changing any of the other parcels that are listed on the complaint? Just that one?
I agree.
Okay.
In regards to your, Christine Sykes, in regards to your valuation number, is that the number that was utilized as the sale price?
The sale price was $6,474,999.84. And my CAMA system rounds it to the nearest 10. So that's why it's 6.475 million as my motion.
Thank you for clarifying that. Any further discussion on this motion that's on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye, starting with Christine Sykes, the county auditor.
Aye.
Jeanette Doniger, the county treasurer.
Aye.
Dane Schreck, the board chairman, doesn't have to vote but will because I agree. Aye. Anything further on this matter? If not, I want to thank all those that participated to help bring this to a conclusion. And hearing nothing further, we still are recorded. Is there any reason for the recording to continue?
May I just ask one question of the auditor, please?
Sure.
Just to clarify. Thanks. I don't want to belabor this, but Ms. Sykes, could you just confirm the auditor's original value on the 80602 parcel?
Well, I don't have access to IAS right now.
Okay.
Wait, maybe I have a printout of the parcel. Hang on. No, I don't have that with me, but if you would like, I can email that to you. Oh, wait, Jared, I forgot. I'm sorry. My appraisers are on. I think Jared's going to chime in here.
You're looking for the total value of 2020 on that parcel?
On that 10
Yes,
ending in 80600.
Yeah, I've got 12,831,270.
And that's 2020, correct?
That's 20. No, sorry, it switched on me. 43,191,670.
Okay, thank you. So we did include on our complaint the 80602 parcel that carries the virtually all the value against which we're complaining. I just wanted to confirm we had the right parcel on there along with the other ones that were superfluous.
Yes, that 43 is got all the structures. That's what you're asking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you for that. I appreciate the board's indulgence for that extra time.
And just as an additional information, that first number that he gave is not approved by the state yet, so that may or may not be the final value for 2021 reappraisal.
Would the BOR carry forward, or would your office carry forward the BOR's decision value, or will you start with the 12 million for tax year 2021?
We're required by Ohio Revised Code to start with the new value. Every time we have a reappraisal or triennial update, any appeal is removed and it goes back into the CAMA system. So if you wish to file it on any future values, it will have to be refiled.
Okay, well, we may get to see each other this time next year.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Anything further? Hearing none, I believe this hearing can be concluded. With that, the recording can be stopped at this time.